Hello everyone. In this video, you will learn about atoms. What is an atom? Now look into the picture. What you see here is a matter. Okay, it can be any object. Now, if you just break this matter into a very fine, very fine units, you will get molecules. Okay, this matter is actually made up of molecules, and if you break this molecule further, you will get the smallest unit of matter called atoms. So atoms are nothing but the basic building blocks of matter. These atoms come together, they form molecules, then these molecules come together and give you matter. Just make sure you cannot see these atoms with your naked eyes. These are extremely small units. Different elements are made up of different types of atoms. Now, what does this mean? You know that you have 118 elements, and these elements, they differ from each other. Like, for example, you can see the gold, it is yellow in color. Copper, it is reddish in color. You have calcium, you have sodium, you have carbon. These elements, they have their own properties. Okay, they behave differently. Now, why is it so? Because each of this element is made up of different atoms. They have their own properties because of their atoms. Okay, just remember it. So, how does an atom look like? Now, here we are going to talk about the structure of atom. Now, look at this. What do you see here? You see a certain spherical mass at the center, and this is surrounded by rings. Do you agree? Right? And in that rings there are small balls. This is how we represent atom. Now always remember, your atom, if you look at its structure, you see lot of empty spaces. Okay, so your atom actually it composed of lot of empty space. The mass which is at the center, the spherical unit you see at the center is called nucleus. And the region outside the nucleus, it means this entire region, okay, this entire region is called extranuclear region. It is called extranuclear region. So your atom actually, it is made up of nucleus and extranuclear region. Now let's see one by one. What is this nucleus? What is this extranuclear region? Now let's first talk about nucleus. As you can see that your nucleus is present at the center of your atom. This nucleus is actually made up of positively charged particles called protons and neutral particles called neutrons. These protons and neutrons, they are held together tightly by a strong nuclear force, which is one of the strongest force of attraction. So this mass that you see is nothing but protons and neutron particles. They are held together tightly with each other at the center of the atom. This is nothing but nucleus. Let's talk about another region, that is extranuclear region. As you know that this extranuclear region is nothing but the region outside the nucleus. This composed of electrons. Electrons are the particles which are negatively charged, and they keep revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular paths called orbit. So this region consists of electrons revolving around the nucleus in fixed circular paths called orbits. The electrons in this orbit, they keep traveling with the fixed speed. You can see in the diagram that you have many orbits around your nucleus, and the electrons, that is the yellow particles, they are actually moving around your nucleus in those fixed orbits. So your orbits, they have fixed position, but what about your electrons? They keep moving, they keep encircling in those orbits around your nucleus. So what have you learned right now? You have three basic particles called protons, electrons and neutrons in an atom. How do you represent these protons? We represent proton with P, electron with E and neutron with N. Now let me tell you, as I have told you, your proton is positively charged. It is said to carry +1 charge. Similarly, your electrons are negatively charged. They are said to carry -1. And what about your neutrons? These are electrically neutral particles. They do not carry any charge. Your protons and neutrons are considered to have a mass of 1 atomic unit, that is 1 AMU. And the mass of your electrons is very small as compared to masses of your protons and neutrons. It is actually 1800 times smaller than the mass of your protons and neutrons. So we almost say that the electrons, they have negligible mass. Okay, because it is 1837 times. The mass of it is smaller than the mass of protons and neutrons. What about their location? As I have told you, proton and neutrons, they are present inside the nucleus, and your electrons, it is present in extranuclear region. It keeps revolving around your nucleus. Okay,